Hey, my friends. Thanks for joining me, Andrew Axum with Axum Outdoor Adventures. And I'm joined tonight with my buddy, John Manon. We are here to talk about the upcoming tournament. This is going to be our second tournament here in Indiana, isn't it, John?
Yeah. I'm happy to be throwing our hat in the ring with some other quality events. So
Yeah, I'm excited, super excited to be getting a second one here in my home state. And so let's talk about the event a little bit. I got some notes I want to pull up here. Sorry, my computer's being a little bit slow. So registration, you were talking earlier. It sounds like it's going pretty well. Tell us how that's going.
yeah, the registration it's exceeded our expectations at this point. We kind of expected it to be a big delay towards the first of the year and people figuring out vacation time and new work schedules and things. So we really didn't expect to get, to the number we're at now at this point. And so I just, before we started this, got confirmation. We got two more. So we're 44 confirmed registrations. And then I've got a list of, 15 or 20 individuals that have stated that they're planning on coming. They just haven't registered yet. So, that number I expect to
already registered 40.
So as of right now, I just got two more as we were getting things set up to do this. So it takes us to 44 paid registrations.
44.
And then I haven't checked what states, but I know as of right now, we are at 14 states being represented across the country. And then I'll check once we get off here tonight and see if we've added any other states to the map. So
that is, for me, I have never been involved in a new tournament starting up. I mean, I went to them, but I've never heard somebody on the inside. But that sounds like phenomenal to me. That sounds like more than what I would have thought it would have been. So I'll be excited to get there. You said 20 something, or what'd you say was not confirmed yet? The 40 something I know, but.
I got to update my list, but last time I looked, it was like 15 or 20 individuals that I've spoken with, through social media and things, that have said that they're coming, but just haven't signed up yet. So
once you said 40, I kind of spaced out the rest because I was thinking that sounds like a lot to me for a brand new tournament.
But, I mean, my original goal was, I'm like, if we can get 50 people to show up and be a part of this, that I'll consider it a huge success. And, we're sitting at 44 people registered right now, and we're at the beginning of January.
I'll drag 6 with me if I have to. But that is cool. I'm really happy to hear that. So you said there was several other states. Well, you said 14 states, I think?
Yeah, we're currently sitting at 14 states represented from competitors that are registered. So
now, how many are
pretty exciting? I'd have to go back through my list for a definite head count, but I mean, I'd say we're 7 or 8 right now.
Really?
From Indiana that are part of that are registered.
Okay. Well, I'm super excited for this to happen. And the dates, remind me when this, I know it's March, but.
Yeah. So it's kicking off. We're the first day of spring. It's March 20th. Friday, March 20th is the kickoff event. That's the education day. The practice range will be open all day. We were trying to really get the local community to come out and learn from the existing community that's going to be there. And we'll have some skill challenges, and there's we'll do some head-to-head stuff in the evening, planning on a frame swap meet and a trade table, things like that to do throughout the day or in the evening. And then Saturday is going to be the actual tournament, along with some other things. And we've got, the raffle and the giveaways from the sponsors, which I think we're up to, 13 or 14 vendors that have confirmed that they're either coming or sending prizes.
Well, the notes you sent me the other day said 11, but that was from a few days ago. And,
yeah.
So you probably have got a couple more since then. And I think I mentioned to you earlier, I'm going to, as Axum Outdoors, do some kind of sponsor thing. I mean, I want to contribute something because it's my home state. So you can count me as one. I don't plan on taking up a whole table or anything, but I'll throw some pouches on there.
Excellent.
So yeah, I was looking through some of the list here. Pretty impressive list. I'll let you tell us some of the vendors that are going to be there, though.
Yeah, I mean, like we kind of mentioned before, Simple Shot in the last video. Simple Shot's going to have their educational range there and sending their guys out to just be there firsthand, getting slingshots in people's hands. teaching them about it, the fundamentals, getting them shooting, and then also have the opportunity to pick up one of their products while they're there. We've got you and your pouches, Liberty Customs is going to be there. RVA Catapults is sending stuff for the
Both Liberty and RVA make some beautiful frames.
oh yes, yes indeed. So I'm hoping that Moan and Lori can join us. If not, they're still sending something for the prize pool. Andy Lowe's making a bunch of natties that we're going to be able to give away. Plus, he'll have stuff there selling it. Dragon Forge Slingshots is going to be there. They've got some Snapdragon products that they're going to be demoing, as long as they're not too loud indoors. If not, we'll set them up outside so they can do some stuff with that. Oh, let's see. Spanky Monkey sent us one of their really cool magnetic wristbands for your ammo.
Yeah, Brandy and Jason have been on a roundtable chat with me before. They're great people. And I love their stuff. I don't have any of it. I need to order some. I got them favorited on Etsy, but I've seen all their stuff with everybody else. I need to get some of those.
That's probably my favorite piece of hardware that I've added recently.
Some Spanky Monkey stuff.
Yeah, the wrist magnet. It's just super nice because then I've got it there. I got my sling, and I can pull the next piece of ammo off, and as I'm out in the yard practicing.
Yeah, I definitely need to order me some stuff from them. I've had it favorited on Etsy for a while, and I just haven't done it yet. But I do have an order from Simple Shot coming in. I just ordered that. You mentioned them. I ordered a new one of the carbon Axioms.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Axioms. Yeah, I love the Axiom frame. I think that it is one of my probably my favorite mass-produced frame right now, and not just because of the name either. Got one letter off. But no, I bought a carbon Axiom. I already have the aluminum one, and bunch of latex and stuff. So I have that coming in. But so Dragon Forge Slingshots, you have them on here, and that's not a name that I'm familiar with. Do you know who he is that runs that?
Yeah, it's Michael DeGroat from North Carolina.
Michael, okay, I do know Michael. I didn't know that was his enterprise there. So I'll be excited. I've never met Michael in person. I don't think. Maybe we have at a tournament, but we talk on social media sometimes. But Andy Lowe, he's going to be there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
he's bringing a bunch of stuff.
He was a lock. But I want to talk to. I was hoping he would be on here tonight because I didn't realize until your meet the people thing you put out the other day that Andy was and he may have said this, but I think it kind of escaped me. And when I saw it again, it reminded me the quick shooting stuff. He does the
the speed shooting, yeah.
Yeah, the speed shooting. Yeah, that's really neat, man. I want to see him do that sometime.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll be part of the skills showcase on Friday. So at the event. So
but I mean, he does it with pistol too, though, right? Doesn't he?
I believe he had done some like pistol or rifle stuff as well.
Well, I thought I saw something about that in there, like a Western shooting or something.
So, I believe so.
Yeah, that's neat. I'd like to learn. I saw a video the other day of some guys doing that, and I could not believe how fast they were with those single action revolvers they were using. But and then Hunter, I've never met Hunter face to face. We've talked before and chatted and stuff. And Hicks and Josh and Caitlin, I know both of them through social media, but haven't met them. So it'll be neat to finally get to meet a lot of these people here on my home turf. And I've met some others here in Indiana because of the AIM tournament. But it'll be neat to go and talk to all these people in person. So the tickets for the tournament, let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah. So we've had just a tiny bit of confusion where people think that they have to get the ticket to get into the event. The tickets in the Eventbrite page are only for the tournament. So if you're wanting to compete, go to Eventbrite, sign up. That gets you the registration, gets me all the information I need to get you on the list. If you get signed up by the 18th of January, you get a free t-shirt, you get the 5 raffle tickets, you get priority access to the camping areas, and then early access on Thursday during the vendor setup. So anybody that registers for the tournament will have early access on Thursday to whatever's available at that point, whoever is set up vendor-wise. But you only need to do that if you are competing in the Saturday competition. If you were just coming as a spectator, Friday's free. It's open to the public and
Because we're
free.
trying to draw everybody in, right?
Right. And so
trying to get
we're not
everybody
charging anything for people to get in the door on Friday to the educational day. Saturday, it's going to be a $5 admission if you're not already signed up as a competitor. And then we're going to have a $10 range access pass because we've been getting some questions about that. People that, maybe aren't coming to compete, but want to come and shoot. And so just to help cover some of the cost and of everything we're doing to make this happen.
So 10,
We decided to do a
$10?
$10 range pass for the day.
Okay. I mean, that's going and hanging out with all these people is worth $10.
Yeah. Well, and if you're a registered competitor, you get all those perks, it's the $50 ticket and that gets you the whole weekend and all access to everything. And then again, before the deadline, you get a t-shirt. So don't miss out on that. And they're going to be cool.
So you kind of touched on the schedule a little bit there with talking about what's going on different days. Do you want to get a little more in depth into the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know what I haven't mentioned.
Well,
The stuff through Friday. We're going to have some food trucks and stuff there as well. We've got one confirmation and hopefully a few more, as well as we may have stuff available through like our concession stand at the facility. But just really hoping to get people to.
Yeah, I think you'd pretty much cover it all, but you had it split up into different days, so I didn't know if you.
Yeah.
But like on Sunday, laid back fun and clean up. So it looks like you may still be needing some volunteers to stick around. And
Yeah, I was going to say anybody that wants to stick around and help clean up and too. I mean, we don't really have a set end time for Sunday because we know some people will be needing to hurry up and travel home. But some people are going to want to stick around. So as long as people are wanting to stay around, we're going to keep things rolling and keep having fun. So
well, I did not. Excuse me. I have not gotten my time off work approved yet, but what I did was I submitted it. I knew it was too early. They wouldn't approve it yet, but I wanted to get my name in there so they knew I wanted those days off. So they sent me an email back and said, submit these at a different time. So I have not got my time off approved, but I have put my name in the hat for being the first guy that gets off that weekend. So I plan on being there. If I'm available to stick around and clean up, I certainly will. I don't know if I'll have to run back to town to get back to work or something, but I plan on being there and helping. You mentioned on the notes that you sent me there was some benefits of registration as opposed to not registering.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of tried to hit on those a minute ago, but really, like if you register as a competitor, you get the kind of full access. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's no extra fees, access fees or anything like that. You get in to the venue. You get the priority for the camping spots, whether that's the outdoor camping, sleeping bag or cot inside. In the large shared spaces that we've got. The raffle tickets, and then the T-shirt if you get in before the deadline. So those are kind of the perks that we've got right now for. T-shirts. Beyond being registered
T-shirts
to compete. So
perk for me. I love collecting T-shirts from the different tournaments and events and companies and stuff. I wish there was more slingshot swag out there, but yeah, T-shirts and stickers. I love those. All right. So you mentioned the Eventbrite, and I know there's some email addresses and some web pages and possibly even some phone numbers we need to get out there. So I'm going to give you this time now, and I'll put those on the bottom of the screen and I'll put them in the description of all this as well. But if you want to go ahead and give that all out, what people need to know or where they need to go to learn more or sign up.
Yeah. Well, and the easiest thing to do is go to the event page on Facebook, which if you just search Midwest Spring Sling on Facebook, that should take you to the page.
Okay.
And then everything that you need in there's an event on Facebook on the page. So you can click to that. It's got the registration link in there for Eventbrite page. It has, important information. If you just kind of scroll down there with your random questions, and see, because as people have been asking questions, we've been, trying to actively post responses and information,
Okay.
to get it out there to everybody.
Yeah, I've been following quite a bit of this on there, and you guys have done a really good job, I think, of keeping people informed and stuff. But they gotta go there to look to find out about it. So
Right. Well, and that's the best way too. If you got questions that you haven't found answers for, message us on the page. That comes right to me. I can, respond to that. We've been getting some great questions, through like the event page or through uh, the
Facebook and stuff.
Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
So that's, don't be afraid to contact us and ask those questions, because we want the feedback. Maybe there's something that we hadn't thought about that was on people's minds. And so being able to get that active feedback from people helps us.
I want to throw this out there too. If anybody is watching this and they have questions, you can reach out to me as well through the comments or whatever, and I can help get you in touch with John, or answer the question myself if I know it. But I'll probably get you in touch with John.
But
awesome.
yeah, I mean, those are the most important spots. Follow the page, share it. We've got stuff that people can share that, say they're competing or they're a vendor or they're a sponsor. And
I put one of those on my page. That was cool. I love all the little, I don't know, almost Easter eggs you guys are putting in this thing, like stuff like that. I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Can't wait for March to get here for multiple reasons, but primarily for a slingshot tournament. Is there anything else you wanted to add or touch on, or just anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. So in my notes, I guess the last couple of things, we had questions about it. So if you plan on camping outdoors, if you have some kind of fire pit, portable fire pit to bring with you, any outdoor campfires are going to have to be in a fire pit, and so they'll be contained.
Okay.
And as far as that goes, that was kind of the biggest question about camping. And we do have a large space indoors available as well. And so as people have been signing up, they've been selecting, if they're planning on camping outdoors or a camper, or if they're, want to do indoors like tent or cot or sleeping bag camping.
Yeah, I remember
And
you
so
mentioned there was some kind of indoor areas there.
yeah. So and I know we got some of the guys coming in are doing, Airbnb and hotels as well.
Okay.
That I've heard.
Yeah, I haven't figured out what my arrangements are going to be yet, but I'll probably get a hotel up around there or something. But I am definitely excited for it. And Indiana in end of March. I mean, it could be cold, but the weather can be pretty nice. So we could have some really nice weather that time of year actually in Indiana.
I was gonna say I'm hoping for a beautiful first day of spring or first weekend of spring.
Well, I can't tell you how many times I've went down to Florida or somewhere. I lost my camera there. I'm gonna switch up to this one. Went down to Florida or somewhere, and the weather up here at that time of year has been just as nice as it was down there. So it was a wasted trip, But
well, and the vendors, I want to get another plug out there. If you know somebody that makes slingshots or accessories, whatever it is, if you think it's a good fit, refer them to our page, have them message me, either through my, John Manon Facebook account or through the event page, on Facebook. Cause we've been in touch with so many different awesome people and, talented individuals. And, I'm just blown away, through the support that we've seen from the community, and everybody that's willing to make the trip to Northeast Indiana to be a part of this. So
well, and the community,
and the list keeps growing.
This community is great. And you mentioned earlier that I can't remember who exactly. The Dragon Forge Slingshots. He's mentioned when you reached out to him, he said, of course, he'd be happy to do it, and that didn't surprise me even before I knew it was Michael, because this whole community is just full of people. I would be surprised if anybody wouldn't want to do, take part in it. So it's a great community, and I'm excited to see it grow and see the educational part of this, and you guys trying to get the community out there. I think that's really, really great to help us grow.
But I think we're kind of turning the corner too with it, where, with the sponsors and things that are jumping on board. I think that's just kind of a snowball effect. And so now we're kind of turning that corner into, a fear of missing out, and, people don't want to miss out on something. And so, and I would encourage everybody, I think, like I said before, our registration is so far beyond where we thought it would be at this point. You know,
It
I
does seem
figured
to
we'd be
be
seeing like
really
mid-February, maybe about a month out is where we'd really see the boom in registrations as people, decide kind of last minute to be able to make the trip or,
well,
get the arrangements made to be there. So,
I kind of thought about that though, and I think you really nailed it with the timing because you put it right when people are getting fed up with cabin fever. They want to get back outside. They want a slingshot, and this was announced right around the holidays too, which is at least for me, I'm just so ready for the holidays and all of that craziness to be over. I'm ready to start thinking about slingshot tournaments and stuff. So you had me chomping at the bit whenever I heard about it. And I think it sounds like everybody else is too. Uh, yeah, I'm just super excited about it. And I appreciate you allowing me to help get the word out there. I actually feel honored to be able to do it. So thank you for that.
well, and
Um,
thank you. It's definitely working. I mean, I've got two or three people that have registered and mentioned that it was the last video that they saw, that they're subscribers to your channel that
Great.
saw the video and found out about it and got
That
excited and
yeah.
signed up. So,
Well, that's why I do this. I do this to help promote the slingshot community because it's brought so much to my life as far as friends and, just an enjoyment. And so it's kind of an unknown and I figure I can help get the word out there. That's what I want to do. So again, thank you for allowing me the honor of being part of it. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on before we wrap this up?
well, I think the biggest thing that I can say is that, and I understand, not everybody's going to be able to jump on and register, but if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, there's, vendors that we're still working with. There's surprises coming along the pipe that we can't talk about just yet, and there's some potential other big stuff that we'll have involved as some of the prizes and things. So you're not going to want to miss out on it. But also the January 18th deadline for T-shirts. We will have shirts available to buy at the event. So if you miss that deadline, what we're going to do is if you sign up and miss the deadline, we will still offer you a shirt at cost.
Okay.
But if you sign up by January 18th, you get one for free.
Okay.
So,
Well,
and if I can convince my T-shirt lady to extend the deadline a little bit and, give me a little bit longer to give her the final numbers, then we'll extend that deadline a little bit for people
okay.
because I know that everybody can't necessarily commit at the beginning of January to something
Sure.
towards the end of March. So we're doing what we can to prolong that deadline.
Well,
But
I think you guys are doing an amazing job, and just in the numbers, I think they speak for themselves. How many people are already signed up for this? So I'm really happy about it. I'm really appreciative. And when I first started seeing rumors, I guess, on social media of another Indiana tournament, yeah, it really intrigued me, and I'm just thrilled about it and thrilled to be able to be some small part of it. And I really appreciate what you're doing. Um, so yeah, thank you.
yes, and thank you so much for being a part of the community. And like I said, and two, I guess I need to make a video for our main page just as kind of a thank you. But just if you've signed up already, if you've believed in the event, if you jumped on board as a vendor or a prize sponsor, thank you so much for supporting what we're trying to do. If you've come on board as event staff, those guys, being able to have this cross section of the existing community that are coming to be a part of this, helps build faith and trust in the event. It helps, me have more confidence in our ability to deliver what we're promising, and just an incredible, one of a kind experience for the community, as well as introducing new people here in my local community to slingshots, and something that I love so much.
Yeah, that is great. I'm so happy that you're doing that, and your local communities. Not my local community, but it's my state. And the more people we get in my region, the happier I am because we get more of these events. There is one more thing I wanted to have you do before you got off here, and I want you to have. You mentioned your kids last time, and we didn't get that recorded.
Oh yeah,
They're going to be there shooting this year, right?
absolutely. Yeah, they're signed up, and the youngest isn't, but the other three are going to be in the youth division, and they're super excited about it, and
But we want
been
to get
practicing, and
we want to get kids out there too because it's not just an adult thing, right? That's kind of what I was trying to get at with this. I wanted to kind of promote the youth side of it too, and
Well, it's the future of the sport, just like the last decade that I've spent, doing the Ninja Warrior program. And these kids that, I mean, we literally this last year had one of the girls competing on the NBC television show was like my oldest daughter's age when she started.
Wow.
And just being able to coach her and other coaches working with her through the years, her parents supporting her through it, and just the opportunities it's created for her,
See,
and
and
then to be able to sit there and watch her compete on the national television,
sounds like a
it's very
similar
exciting.
kind of
So
community over there, and that's great, and that's what it's all about to me. It doesn't have to be slingshots, but for me, it just happens to be. That's the community that I found and made all these friends in. But that's what really it's about to me is the people. It's not necessarily the hobby itself, which is a lot of fun, but it's just these people that I met, and so yeah, we want to keep it growing, and I'm happy that there's going to be kids out there. Are there age divisions in this? That's something I guess I.
so we're not doing any age divisions. We've got the pro division, the amateur, and then the youth, just to
Okay.
try to keep things simple. And we talked about trying to split it down into smaller age groups and categories, but it just with it being the first one and kind of not knowing what the interest would be, uh, we were afraid to divide it down too fine,
Right.
and so. And we do have a couple categories. There's like some prizes for like oldest competitor and youngest competitor,
Oh, I
uh,
did remember you mentioning that. Yeah. Sorry.
separate from the all around overall tournament and the individual events. And too, I mean, we've got some skill challenge things that we got planned that are separate from the event, but people, if you want to be a part of that, as you're a registered competitor, we may even open that up if people have like a range pass that they're not registered for the tournament, but they want to still compete in a skill challenge, on Friday or Saturday. I don't see any reason why we would keep anybody from doing that. So.
Excellent. Excellent. And I think you mentioned too, there's going to be concessions and stuff, right?
Yeah, so right now I've got the word out to three different food trucks. I've got confirmation from one that they will be there. And then in the facility itself, we have, kind of like candy and hot dogs and nachos, stuff like that. It's not the greatest selection, but it's something that, we have during soccer and during the classes
Yeah. No.
for parents and siblings. So we'll have some of that stuff available. There's a lot of restaurants that are like 5 or 10 minutes away, whether it's fast food or sit down stuff in Auburn. There's some stuff in Waterloo. So there's definitely some food options. And we're still that's one of the avenues that we've been still working at locking in some other food trucks to be there on site. And we may end up giving in and doing like a, pizza by the slice kind of thing. And so we'll just order a bunch of pizzas and have them there and in the pizza warmer, and
Yeah,
people can
won't
just
starve.
do that too. So.
People won't starve one way or another. People will have a good time and they'll get something to eat. I'm excited actually to get up there and explore. You were talking about the towns up there and stuff, and I have not. I've been up to that area several times, but it's mostly been driving through because I haven't had any reason. I don't know anybody up there or anything. So it'll be nice or neat to me to get up there and explore the northeast corner of our state. I haven't spent a lot of time up there.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really cool stuff, in like DeKalb County and the surrounding areas. And, I think we mentioned last time, like Pokagon State Park and,
Yeah. We did talk
up in
about
Angola. And we got the Auburn Court Duesenberg Classic Car Museum here. And there's, different museums and attractions like that, and some, big antique stores and,
I'd love to see
different
that
things. So,
museum while I'm up there. Actually, that Duesenberg Museum.
yeah, it's a really impressive setup that they've got there.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Speedway Museum down in Indianapolis?
I'm trying to remember. We've been to the Kids Museum, and I know they had
Oh, the
like an
Children's
IndyCar
Museum.
exhibit, the
Yeah,
Children's Museum,
no,
but I've
over
never
at the
been to the actual Speedway one.
at the Speedway, they have a really neat museum there in the infield, but it has a lot of. I like the auto history and especially anything Indiana related. I find interesting. So, yeah, I'd like to check out that museum while I'm up there. Maybe I will. But all right. Well, is there anything else we want to plug before we call it a night?
I think I feel like we've done a good job of getting the updated information out there and the numbers. Uh, just
Awesome.
thanks to everybody that's registered so far, and if you're on the fence and thinking about it, just drop that registration in and make the commitment, help us build the numbers, and that'll help other people, be confident and, maybe get them off the fence as well. And, just have a phenomenal, phenomenal time here.
All right. Well, I'll get that information put on the screen and in the details of the video. Thank you, John, for joining me tonight. And
Yeah.
thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate that. And also go register for this tournament. One more time, John, where was that at? Eventbrite?
Yeah, I was gonna say Eventbrite. If you go on Eventbrite, they're on the website, and you just search Midwest Spring Sling, it'll pull it up there. And then we've got links on our Facebook page for Midwest Spring Sling as well. So,
all right,
either way, you can get there.
Sling, right?
Midwest Spring Sling, yes. maybe a little cheesy, but it's the first thing that came to me when we were coming up with it. So
thank you, John, for joining me. Thank you for putting this event together, and thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you go down and hit subscribe, and hopefully, we'll see you at the tournament. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.